I'm going to make a real short video about VHT Flameproof paint. This is the silver variety. It comes in black and silver. 1300 to 2000 degree Fahrenheit. This is bake-on paint, put in an oven style paint. When I applied it, it came with a real gloss coat on it, and I'll show you what I mean. Just like the paint on your car, it's got a real nice shine to it, and there's some metallic behind it. This is what it looks like when you first apply the flameproof paint, and then within seconds it will lose that gloss coating and it will chalk. Painted these outside in Florida, 100 degree heat, probably about 80% humidity. You're really not supposed to paint it, but hey, I'm in Florida, I don't have a choice. But if I just rub it, that's basically what you're gonna get off of it. So it's kind of chalky, but when you first apply it, it has a glitter appearance. I don't know if you can see this. But it's got glitter. So it's real heavy metallic based. Gotta say I'm a fan, and I'll show you why. This is a butane torch. This torch is about 1300 to 2000 degrees, which is exactly what the rated specs are for this paint. And you can try and cure it with a butane torch as well. And I've already done that to this entire piece. But one of the neat things is, I'll pick a spot. Let's go over here. And just imagine that this is your exhaust. The paint's still there. About the only thing that you're going to have happen here is a little slight discoloration. It will take 1300 as advertised. Without losing its color, without losing its shape or form. There's no sagging in the paint. There's no flaking. However, this is brand new application. I just applied this yesterday, let it dry. 1 day of drying time. However, 1 day in drying time in Florida probably equals about a week just about anywhere else. 1 day full drying in the sun. Now you could almost call this a cheap version of powder coating because it goes on almost like powder. It's hard to describe because of the way that it chalks. It's almost like a powder. And once the solvents dissipate out of the paint, you're basically left with this chalky silver. I wouldn't even call it paint. It's almost like a powder. It does not react in the same way that most paints react. I had plenty of choices of paint. I could have gone with an engine enamel. I could have gone with pretty much any one of my many paints, including caliper paint, high temp paint, lacquer paint, you name it. But I decided to give this a shot, and I'm really happy that I did. It has exceeded my expectations as far as the heat tolerance goes. Now, when I say that this is a cheap version of powder coating, you have to take that with a grain of salt. This is obviously not advertised as powder coating in a can. It says flameproof paint. This is a paint. It's a coating. But I do believe that this has some powder coating properties in it, and I'm not a stranger to powder coating, as most of my subscribers will know, because I have a lot of powder coated parts on my car. This is my powder coated valve cover, and as you can see, it's kind of started bubbling up from the heat inside of here. Powder coating does not take high temp very well. I don't know what the word is, kind of degrade or melt a little bit. But one of the best examples is actually my hood latch bar. When you have something that is powder coated, it forms a gel. The gel actually permeates out of the powder. It is part of the powder coating process. It permeates out of the powder and then gels over the powder all in one shot. It's almost like magic. It's really neat stuff. But this gel is an excellent preventative of rust. Powder coating goes nowhere. Powder coating will last a very long time compared to typical coatings such as paint or high temp engine enamel. High temp engine enamel doesn't hold a candle to powder coating. High temp engine enamel doesn't hold a candle to this. as far as heat resistance. I'm not a proponent of VHT in particular. I mean, there's a duplicolor product that's similar, or many other products that are similar. It's the heat range that I'm interested in because this is an exhaust component. This is my exhaust shield. This is part of my exhaust system. This dissipates heat from my exhaust tubes. This goes on top of the exhaust tubes. So this is what shields my floor pans from my exhaust tubes. So that's where I'm in my project. I am currently painting my heat shields, and I'm about to reinstall those on the car. When I reinstall those, then the fuel pump and all that other stuff is going to go on after that, but that's going to be a separate video. So as a cheap alternative to powder coating, this is $10 a can. Powder coating this same piece could cost you, I don't know, anywhere between $20 and $30 to have it sandblasted and powder coated. And if you were going to have more than one piece, because obviously your exhaust shield include more than just this one piece, my exhaust shield also includes my fuel tank shield and this piece for my exhaust. So I have 3 large pieces, and that would probably cost me about $100 to have all of this sandblasted and powder coated. And for the cost of about 2 cans of Flameproof, I can get an even higher heat resistance than powder coating. And that's my review of the VHT Flameproof paint. Those are my thoughts, my opinions. I'm not a professional. If you have anything to add, any comments, that you can add to this, maybe I'm wrong about something, let me know. I'm not going to smack you down for your opinions. Give me your opinions. Please be constructive, be nice, play nice. That's my thoughts on the VHT Flameproof. Pretty neat stuff. Me likey.